Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo. We're here at the South Park Center. I'm delighted to be reunited with Anthony with his fantastic film, God and the Buddha Are Friends. Let's take a look at the clip.
Your powers are indestructible?
Yep.
Then why do I have to wear underwear?
妈妈也会被保护的啊！你看，我穿红色会辟邪，又会带来好运。
Are you wearing underwear too?
That's none of your business. Huh? Just remember to be good today. 不要让菩萨生气咯。嗯。
Anthony.
Good clip.
Good clip, right? We're
Amazing
done now.
clip.
We can go home.
Right.
Seriously, Anthony, it's so nice now that you have a film that you made. You've been part of New Filmmakers LA before, starred as an actor.
Yes.
Now you're here with your first film.
Exactly.
Good job.
Thank you.
How's it been? How's it felt last night?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was our LA premiere.
Yeah.
Last night.
Can you
second screening of the year.
The second. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We had a world premiere in Borrego, and then New Filmmakers LA brought us to our hometown.
It was electric last night, wasn't it?
It was.
All the people, please bring them back all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Great.
Yeah, definitely.
Really
I
good
loved
team.
the entire block too. The entire block was so strong, and just even share it with a fellow friend of ours, Ali Shu. That was wonderful. We sandwiched the block.
You sandwiched the block.
God and Buddha opened it and Unwavering closed it, right?
It was
So
great.
Like,
No, it was really good.
Yeah.
I very, very genuine. I absolutely loved your film very much.
Yeah.
For those of our audience that haven't seen it, tell us a little about the story.
So, God and Buddha Are Friends is based on a true story of when I was 7 years old and I received a dragon jade, sort of like this one, but in the shape of a dragon from my single mother who used it as a protective totem for me, just to protect me. So that day I went to a Christian pastor's home just for a visit because I was spending the day with my mom's best friend and she happens to be Christian. And this Christian pastor started telling me everything about God, the good, the bad, the extreme. Some things like you're not supposed to wear serpent creatures on your neck. That is the sign of the devil. So which, causes a little bit of confusion, a little bit of trauma, you would say, for a 7-year-old at that age. So I fall into an existential crisis. Which leads to
Nobody wants that at 7 years old.
Exactly, which leads to a major clash between titans, this Christian pastor and my fiery, overprotective mother. So it's a comedy.
We love your mom, though. So, yeah.
Or traumedy.
Traumedy. Oh, I like that. Traumedy.
Yeah, there you go.
Traumedy. It was a really, really fantastic story. And
Thanks, man.
And it was so wonderfully through the lens of you. And then, I'm going to go straight into it because you're the person, this young person, very well dressed, like literally need to know his stylist, but like played you. How did you bring this cast together? Because my God, I loved everybody in your cast.
I luckily am an actor. I've been an actor for 20 years. Don't want to reveal my age, but it's been a long time. And during this course, as you know, you build your network with friends that you're working with and you build up together. Luckily, this cast I had already just set in my mind when I was writing the script. I'm like, this person Karen Anna Chung could be playing my mother because she has this sort of craziness and to her, I wanted the Christian pastor not to be intimidating, but I really wanted him to be a loving, caring guy so you can be just absorbed by him at first, and then he shows you some sort of flaw. So I'm like, you know what? Who's a good actor that can do this? Whom I've worked with, and Jim Meskimen. I haven't worked with him due to scheduling conflicts, but I knew the same producer, so I, reached out to the producer and said, "Can I send the script to Jim Meskimen?" So really, this cast was really put together through my small network of friends and the kids. We did this. Just a small throw of the net to find maybe we had 2 kids in this film, Emily and Ethan.
Yeah, that was so great.
12-year-old girl, 7-year-old boy. So we
were up on the stage last night. Right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, only one representative, but I'm like, okay, just come up. You need the kids. So so we looked at 8 boys. I think maybe 20 girls. There's apparently more more, you know, child actors that are girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then siphon them down, and then look, we have Ethan and Emily, and Emily's just super professional. When she came into the audition, she acted like literally a 30-year-old. Like she had her shit together. You know what I mean?
I'm still trying to do that, you know?
Yeah, right? And Ethan, first time on set. But
Really?
Yeah, first time on set. He was still learning the ropes of how to, you know, be on set etiquette. He was slam dunking the boom mic. You know, we're like, don't do that.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like running across, you know,
Yeah.
C-stands. But then slowly but surely, it was a learning experience for both of us to learn how to work with Ethan and how Ethan works on set. So it was
And
great.
how was it for you as a director? I mean, it was. I love just like the even just the way this film was like. I mean, I know it's very technical, but how it was graded, how it looked,
Oh, man.
the feel of the film,
Yeah.
the imagination, the kind of magical aspect to it as well. It was all very beautiful. Like,
Thanks, yeah.
I mean, I really love the artistic vision you have behind this film as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you wanted it to kind of be seen, and also what the experience was like directing this film. Again,
Yeah.
based on personal experiences.
For sure. So the story is set in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I would estimate like maybe like 95, 96,
You did a good
94.
ode to the 90s. It was
Yeah,
good. It looked
so, you know, I really wanted to have that graininess of
Yeah.
the 90s feel.
Yeah.
We had a lot of like brown and orange tint to it
Yeah.
for some reason, but that's all, I don't know. It's not by choice. It was just more like maybe this color.
Yeah,
You know?
but I forgot we
sorta
were
like
so
this
grainy.
one.
Like we
Yeah.
were grainy in the 90s.
Right.
It was grainy, yeah.
Right. And we paid close attention to the subtitles as well. So when I was a kid watching 90s like Jackie Chan films,
Yeah.
these subtitles most of the subtitles would be, you know, English up on top. No,
Yeah.
wait, sorry. Chinese up on top and then English
bottom, yeah.
at the bottom. And they would go really quick too.
Yeah.
You're like, you can
Yeah.
barely read them. So
Yeah.
we tried to, you know, do the same thing, but like fit it in the middle where like it's
Yeah.
at least legible and you could still see it for the
Yeah.
time being. But
Yeah, we do.
it's a dedication to the
That's right.
90s.
They rushed the subtitles. We didn't get
Yeah.
all this like
Yeah.
programs now where you can just keep it on and it plays out. Yeah, that's so true.
Right.
You really captured that as well, because I felt very nostalgic watching. I
Yeah,
did feel like I
good.
was right in the 90s. I was like, oh my goodness. And then
Yeah.
just, you know, it's really lovely through the lens of, you know, again, this 7-year-old, because, you know, it's so scary sometimes when you get these things, because they obviously, this particular experience stuck with you as an adult,
Right.
you know, and then you made a film about it. So,
Right.
you know, what was it like directing this film for you? How was that kind of, what was your process in working with your actors?
Well, writing this and directing this was like a huge giant therapy session.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah. Mentally
Probably just as
too,
expensive
right?
as
Yeah.
therapy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, writing it was therapeutic because obviously this is a comedy, and looking at that traumatic moment through that lens and picking apart and trying to understand, say, the Christian pastor's side and building
Yeah.
his character, why he chose to do this, what
Yeah.
his beliefs were
Yeah.
quite expansive, and just how you think about people in general and how
Yeah.
we all are very, you know, similar
Yeah.
despite our beliefs, right?
Absolutely.
So that was quite helpful to make me just mature into this
Yeah.
world. Directing, I haven't been behind the camera since maybe like a decade, you know, and I haven't had like confidence, let's just say, to
Yeah.
even step into the directing chair because I don't know, for some reason I had a mental block, but it was always sort of just boiling up and brewing up as I was, you know, acting and building my network and working with people. So I felt like, you know, if anyone's going to tell the story, it's obviously going to be me, right? So it's, and then I brought in my great friend Rio Shina, who wears multiple hats. He's our composer, he's also our DP, he's also our editor, he's also our colorist, sound mixer, and he's like my brother that we have the shorthand together. So,
Yeah.
you know, bringing this crew together was just sort of like a family reunion.
Yeah.
You know, assembling these people that I've, you know, trusted for years and years. So directing was quite easy because I assembled a team that were not only talented and passionate, but I trusted like thoroughly. Like if I needed anything, they would have my back. Or if I made a mistake, or they were saying they would, you know, they wouldn't be afraid to come in and say, hey, Anthony, maybe you should do this.
Yeah.
And I would openly, of course, listen because I value their you know, opinions. So,
well, testament
so,
to
yeah.
you, Anthony. I mean,
Yeah.
firstly, I hope this has inspired you to get back in behind the camera as well,
Dude,
because
yeah.
you did a great job. I mean, seriously,
Thanks,
I felt like, oh my goodness, this is really well directed as well, you know,
Yeah.
and you've got that it's got that gene, it's within you.
Thank
so
you.
I hope it's not another 10 years. Make sure you get back behind camera as well.
I'm gonna try to get on Ali's pace.
Get
man.
on Ali. I don't know what her pace is. Ali, I've told her, please tell me the secret.
7 years
But
in a row, right?
It's like insane.
Yeah.
But also as well, I think in testament to what you said, I mean, I really felt the love of the people that came to support you, including your cast. I mean, you've got a lot of people that love you, Anthony. Like, there was a lot of love there last night. I'm just curious, like, you know, making this film, you know, it goes back to when you were 7 years old, you were back behind the camera. How was the experience like for you last night? What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was our LA premiere. This crowd was more amongst our age group and our peers and friends, and it's close to, you know, where I live and where most of my friends live. So, you know, the reason why you did feel that love last night was because everybody there was, you know, has loved me for years, and I've loved them back, you know. And also, you know, Ali's friends were there, whom I know are very close to me as well. So, yeah, you know what? I'm still trying to process last night. It was really cool because our first screening was to an older crowd who just love kids, and but you know what? We opened our short block, and I was quite nervous about that. And I remember we went right into it. I remember like, oh, people were still getting seated. And I hear our first like drum beat from you know the Buddhist hymns. Oh, it's starting! It's starting! Everyone, get in!
I know. I know. It's funny, isn't it? I know people. I know it's a nervous thing to be in the room watching your film and then watching other people watch your film. But the good news is, I mean, whether they were friends and family of you, there was a lot of people there that just really enjoyed your film. You know? And that's always nice when you got strangers coming up.
I was trying to hear the laughs that I don't recognize. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I know this is gonna get a laugh, but are these my friends laughing or? No, so
definitely.
We got a lot of stranger laughs.
What's going on next in front and behind camera, Anthony? Where are you taking us?
I'm actually doing a lot of voice acting right now.
You have a good voice.
Thank you, brother. See that? I
was like,
my voice just broke right there when I tried to. My bad. But voice acting right now. But I'm writing a lot more. So writing a feature. Been trying to get this feature together. Ali and I have been developing something since 2018. That's been put on pause, but we may unpause it. That's a series that we've been pitching around. And I think I want to make another short. That was really fun. Yeah. And another thing about my mom. It might be a buddy comedy between my mom and I when I was a kid.
I mean, I said to Mom last night. I said we won't be here. We won't be here without her. So you know,
for sure.
You know, so I'm so glad. But well, I'm so glad you made your film. I hope this adrenaline rushes through to kind of just get into the next project because. You know, we're so happy to have you as part of our directing family at NewFilmmakers as well as our acting. So
you guys have been so great.
We can't help it. We'll never let you go. No, that's it. All right.
Please. Good.
But thank you, Anthony, for bringing your film. Thank you for all your energy and all the people you brought to us as well. And
of course.
We're looking forward to your next project.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to hug. And we cut.